Hello and welcome everybody. What is going on? So there has not been a trans talk from me for quite a while, and decided, you know what, let's make a trans talk because there are a few stories that I do want to talk about. But ultimately, I'm gonna put this out right now. I don't think any of these are true. Ultimately, I don't think any of these are true. I don't think any of these are gonna happen. But there are stories, so let's talk about them. Except, well, actually no. One I do think is true, but the other two I don't think are true whatsoever. But let's actually talk about the stories. Now, the one that I do think is true is that Rummenigge basically he confirms that Bayern will buy Coman from Juventus, and basically what he said, I'm paraphrasing right now, but basically what he said was something along the lines of, I don't actually know when we're supposed to pay the money by, but yeah, we're gonna take the option to buy him because we saw how much he developed last season, so he can only go up from there. So that's basically what he said in a nutshell. That he personally doesn't actually know when when we have to pay the money to Juventus to buy him, but ultimately we will buy him, and that's just the way it is. And I don't think that comes to anyone's shock or surprise because he's been fantastic last season, and we all know how young he is. We all know the roof, the ceiling that he has. It's very high, and you can reach those kind of heights. So us buying Coman, I think, is pretty much a given. I don't think anyone was down on that at all. So he would be around 20 million or 21 million from what I've read. I've had various reports. Some say 20 million, others say 21 million. It doesn't really matter. It's around that kind of money. So let's just say 20.5, right? Let's just say 20.5 million euros. So that's actually quite good money for someone that young and that talented. So I'm very happy with that. Like I said, he doesn't know exactly when to pay the money by, but yeah, it's basically confirmed that sometime this year we're gonna buy him ultimately, and that's just the way it is though. So Coman, we could basically call him a Bayern player already if you weren't, or if you didn't already do that anyway in the first place. But now I guess you could officially call him a Bayern player, although obviously he hasn't signed just yet. But he wants to stay. Bayern want him to stay. I don't see any problem with that happening at all. So that's the one that I think is very likely. But the two that are not very likely, and that's the first one, is David Alaba. Now we all know how good Alaba is. We all know how young Alaba is. I think he's 22 years old or something. And he's already been in the team for so long. So he's already established. I call him the best left back in the world. I know many people will call him the best left back in the world. It's basically him and Marcelo. And no matter what thing. He's an excellent left back, one of the best in the world, probably one of the best in the history as well. I'm going that far. Yes, he's only 22, and he's got something along those lines, 22, 23, and he's still got so much. He hasn't even hit his prime yet. That's just scary. He hasn't even hit his prime yet. That is frightening. But the reports are not, these are coming from AS, I believe is, which I find total bullshit. I'll be honest, right? I'll just put it out right now. But the reports are that Real Madrid will pay 65 million, which was a rumor that was there last time. But this time Bayern said that, you know what, if you're gonna pay 65 million, you better add Pepe onto that deal as well. And only if you add Pepe and 65 million will we sell Alaba. Now that's, in my opinion, absolute nonsense. Because first of all, although Pepe is probably Real Madrid's best defender, I don't care what anyone says. He's probably the best defender overall. He is old. He's old, and that's not. No, I couldn't see us do that. That would be just a waste of money ultimately, because he's got maybe 2 or 3 seasons left, and that's it. That's literally it. So that's the way that is. But we wouldn't even sell Alaba. There has been no link from the German media. There's been no link from any inside the Bayern camp saying that we're gonna sell him. So I don't see where those rumors are coming from. It's really just AS club. It's basically just AS making up that rumor, and then everyone just following it, which is kind of nonsense in my opinion. Because if you're a journalist, at least get your own sources ultimately. Unless you're reporting like I'm doing pretty much right now, which I'm reporting the news to you guys. But Alaba is not going to move. I see that ultimately there's 0% chance. Maybe if Real Madrid were to pay, let's say 300 million, then I'd be like, okay, you know what? Maybe we could crack under the pressure, but I don't see this happening right now. I don't see that happening at all right now. And that's just the David Alaba rumor, which, like I said, I don't think is going to happen at all whatsoever. Now, the last one is from Presakine. I don't really know how to say it. I'll have all of these in the description down below anyway, so you guys can read them up. But Bayern are interested in France under 19 international and Nantes attacking midfielder Armin Harit. I probably butchered that name, but Armin Harit, yeah, I'm guessing. I've not heard of him before at all. I've not seen him at all for France under 19. I haven't actually watched it under 19s this season whatsoever. So I really don't know what to say about that, but I just think that we're doing a transfer window, and this kind of concludes with what I might as well just link that here as well. Rummenigge basically asked Ancelotti, you know, after we signed Sanchez and Hummels, if he wants any other player, and Ancelotti told him, no, we don't need anyone else. So that's why I don't think we're going to go for anyone else. If we're going to, I don't think we're, yeah, I don't see us going for him at all. If, and it's a big if we do sign him, not for the first team, definitely not for the first team, for the second team, and ultimately that is, you know, that is because most of the teenage stars and whatnot that go to the second team, they play for a year or two, and then ultimately they leave because none of them can actually break through into the first team, which is kind of a shame. But I don't see that happening, being a deal for the first team at all whatsoever. But that's just the way it is, though, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, I don't think this one is reliable at all. I don't think this is going to happen at all. But that's just my thoughts on the transfer. Like I said, there's not that much going on right now because, you know, just because of the nature of our club, where we basically said that we're done in the transfer window unless someone gets another injury. We're not gonna buy anyone. So that's the way it is, though, ladies and gentlemen. In about a week, we have a very important match coming up against Dortmund in DFL Supercup. And yeah, that should be quite funny. That should be quite good. That should be a really good match, a really good test to see how we're gonna do under Ancelotti against like a top team, you know, that has already done their pre-season, same as us, obviously. And we're gonna have a lot of people coming back. So Renato Sanchez and Hummels, they basically arrived yesterday. Will they be fit for Saturday? I don't think so. I think maybe like they get a half or something and then switch, but I don't see them starting again on Saturday. I don't see them playing a full 90 minutes on Saturday. But that's just my thoughts on the whole thing, though, ladies and gentlemen, on transfers and whatnot. I'll see you guys probably on like Friday or something, like the day before the Super Cup. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, peace out and have a nice day. Bye. Damn it, I can't find the mouse.